Heavy rains have added to the already existing woes of the Gazans, bringing fresh challenges for Palestinians. Many people in Gaza are living in makeshift tents following weeks of bombardment from the Israeli side. The rainy season brings along fears of flooding, and the densely populated enclave's sewage system is at risk of being overwhelmed. People living in makeshift tents have more worries now of cold weather and flooding tents, but some are gathering the rainwater and using it to drink. At the makeshift camp by the Suhada Al-Quds hospital in Dair al-Balah, displaced people cover their water-seeping tents with plastic sheets, trying to limit the damage as much as possible.
A little while ago it rained here, and thank God this is a blessing from God. We were just covering the tents and fixing them. We have been displaced for more than 30 days now, and this water is a blessing from God. And some people are using this water for drinking after we have been restricted from access to clean water.
In an attempt to avoid getting wet, Muhammad Shaheen moved a car tire to the center of the tent and sat on it with a blanket, holding her two girls in her lap all night, she said. Within the past month, people left their houses in the northern part of the strip in hot weather, unable to carry much. Muhammad said her daughters only have summer clothes and nothing to keep them warm in coming cold weather. But despite all the difficulties, some of those displaced found the rain a blessing and gathered it in buckets for drinking after living for weeks with rationed drinking water. But despite all the difficulties, some of those displaced found the rain a blessing and gathered it in buckets for drinking after living for weeks with rationed drinking water. Several people who had hung out their clothes to dry woke up to find them completely drenched in Khan Yunis in southern Gaza. Rain, coupled with sewage woes, brings along an increased fear of disease spread. The World Health Organization stated last week that Gaza faced an elevated risk of disease spreading because Israeli air bombardments had disrupted the health system. Gazans have limited access to clean water and people are forced to crowd into shelters, according to the WHO. Medical officials in Hamas-run Gaza say more than 11,000 people are confirmed dead from Israeli strikes, around 40% of them are children, and countless others trapped under rubble. Around two-thirds of Gaza's 2.3 million people have been made homeless, unable to escape the territory where food, fuel, fresh water and medical supplies are running out.